Hello, Silver City and Grant County. T.A. Niles here. I'd like to give you just a taste of what I experienced at KURU 89.1 FM, streaming on gmcr.org, this past Monday, August 8th. It was an extension of the Cartonera Bookbinding Workshop, presented by Linda Anderson and Howie Ritchie, hosted by Power and Light Press in Silver City, Nuevo Mexico, as Sam Costello calls it. That's New Mexico. You can find a link to the full broadcast at Poetry Bread's Facebook page. And it will also be broadcast again this Sunday at 4 p.m. Mountain Time at the same location, gmcr.org, streaming, and KURU 89.1 FM. You won't be sorry if you tune in. I'm pretty much assured of that. You can also drop by the Silver City Public Library tomorrow, Friday, August 12th, from 1 to 2:30 p.m. to learn more about Cartonera Publishing and to see what our group was able to create. Big thank you to Power and Light Press, KURU, and Sam Costello for their parts in making this chill-evoking experience possible. I'll start by giving you a taste of Howie and Linda before moving into sample readings by the three workshop participants, Francesca Regina, Elise Stewart, former Poet Laureate of Grant County, and me. Here's a little bit from Howie Ritchie and Linda Anderson.
Linda will begin by telling us a little bit about the workshop she's been leading, and that's kind of led us to the place we are today, and then we'll get into the poets themselves. Linda.
Hi, I'm Linda Anderson, and I received a residency from Power and Light to present a bookbinding workshop for poets. And we are learning how to bind a book called the Cartonera. And a Cartonera is a limited edition book.
A bit abrupt, eh? I warned you it was just a tease. You've got to listen to the entire show or come on down on Friday to check us out at the Silver City Public Library, 1 to 2:30. And for our first poetry teaser, here's Francesca reading Downtown Minneapolis Walk.
Downtown Minneapolis Walk. I see the suits and leather handbags. I see myself walking past in rags. I hear the clacking of designer shoes on the hard ground. I listen to local hip-hop and drown out the sounds. I see the makeup and hairstyles afforded. I know myself, not to spend money, but hoard it. Bold-colored cars and boats on the river, while I splurge on thrift layers and keep back those winter shivers. It's just a sliver of what the modern comforts can bring. So maybe what you get is a little obscene. Maybe what you get also keeps you from being free. My soul lay buried for myself to grow as I venture back into the once known.
Wow, fantastic. Very good.
You can probably already hear why I had goosebumps during this edition of Poetry Bread Presents, the second Monday segment of Kindred Continuum on KURU 89.1 FM and gmcr.org. Next up is Elise Stewart with
a poem called The Larger Plan, Yet Unseen. You have always been on the road toward home, even when you turned away from the easy path and chose the hard one, the one with sharp stones that bruised your feet. Were you standing too close to see the larger plan? The tiny twists and turns of time that meant you would meet the person you were supposed to at the exact time you were open and willing, that you would lose the love of someone only to find love again later, that by hurrying toward home you missed the one leaf falling, that by slowing your step through illness recovery, you would see around the bend that this was the last stretch, that home was waiting, holding its arms out toward you, inviting you in, you who have never belonged anywhere.
Wow, yes.
That, when I get chills and goosebumps, that means good stuff's happening. And so far today, I don't know. Lots of goosebumps. Yes, that was another goosebump episode in the studio. Remember, you can check out the entire program, including more from Linda and Howie and these fine poets, this coming Sunday at 4 p.m. Mountain Time on KURU, streaming at gmcr.org, and on Poetry Bread's Facebook page. That's Sunday the 13th, I think it is. And now I'll close out this teaser by reading What Can We Do? Race Deconstruction number 1. That implies there'll be more to come, right? Well, you bet. Which reminds me that I'll be hosting September's broadcast of Poetry Bread Presents, and I believe that is on Monday the 12th. And I've got something lined up that I'm hoping you'll enjoy. Here's What Can We Do? Race Deconstruction number 1. I ask, what is the color of understanding? What is the color of vision that needs no eyes? What is the color of a mind that transcends transgressions? What is the color of generosity, of grace? What color should we assign to words and deeds that share no space? What destiny is ours to claim amidst the constant conflict? Can you show me the color of pain, of joy, of caring? Can we embrace the other in acknowledgement that they are we and we are they, despite the slant of eye, the heft of hip, the curl of tongue, the scars of history, the history of scars, the abundance of emptiness, the emptiness of abundance? Can pigment penetrate my mind so deeply as to tell the rest of the story? Can we puncture the paradigm of surface significance and delve into the depths we share? It seems we forget to remember the fiction of eyes, the error of ears. We remember to forget our singularity in multiplicity. We stumble in darkness despite the light of possibility that hovers. We speak of oneness with inhalation, then exhale us and them. But we have the promise to put aside bromides bereft of meaning. We can muster the resolve to dissolve the barricades we've created. We can, with sufficient will, revel in the core level connection that is ours to claim. We can choose the way we view the spectrum of skin that colors only the most external of our vital organs, that sheath that shrouds our kinship. Tell me, do words hurled in castigation and blame cast a different tinge in light of lip size or language? Do we dare upend the narratives that perpetuate delusions, that empower the practices of exclusion? Do harmony and aspersions share a bed, or do they skirmish on a deadly social battlefield? Do we care to cast off the dubious comfort of heartache harbored for centuries, of guilt garnered by ancestral deeds, even if cause for heartache and guilt still exists? I confess, I am chilled by the plasticity of smiles that come in all hues, their chemical coldness as numbing as any icy tundra. I'm sometimes consumed by the acid curl within, by the cramping agony erupting in all prism shades, exposed in word and deed. I am baffled by unity calls, afore and aft of accusations, destined to sustain divisions. I am alternately numbed and deeply depleted by the splintering of this tree of life. And yet, I witness glistening copper drops bathing cheekbones, high and mightily clear of malice. Those onyx eyes shining, full of benevolence, reminiscent of a blanket laid in reverence over prairie bones. I see eyes of empathy brimming, though they be blue as ocean hue. I claim the pain of past and present before expelling it in a cloud of hope. I feel the pulsing that spurs us on, the beat we all dance to despite disparate shade. I sense no enmity in your extended hand, even if the back of yours does not favor mine. The faces of upturned palms are kindred. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Indeed.
Well, there you have it. Thank you for checking out this sampling of last Monday's Poetry Bread Presents with host Sam Costello, this time with guest host Howie Ritchie, or Howie Ritchie, on KURU 89.1 FM radio and streaming on gmcr.org from Silver City, Grant County, New Mexico. You just might want to put every second Monday at 10 a.m. Mountain Time on your calendar. This is T.A. Niles signing off till September 12th.